All right, Elaine, so this is your 10-year-old Saddlebred.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
This is Rainbow. He's by Air's Royal Shadow, who's by Supreme Air. 10-year-old and not touched.
Ooh, not touched.
Except by me leading him in and out of the stall, and that's it.
Okay. So it's fair to say he hasn't been ridden before?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. So John's just gonna head in here and offer him a little horseman's handshake and just give him a chance to sort of get to know John. Let him know John's not there to hurt him. He's got to know how much he cares before he cares how much he knows. It's one of those famous Pat sayings. So he allowed your horse there to touch him with his nose to his hand first, and then went in there and offered to rub right there at his withers. It's a good neutral spot right on the drive line, so it shouldn't push him forward and it shouldn't push him backwards. It's kind of like the middle of a teeter-totter. Yeah, nice. Came around and gave John a little sniff. Good little safety just in case there. John's making sure we don't get run over. We'll just see if John will see if he can keep his feet still. And just ask him if he wants to switch sides. Looks like Rainbow would rather keep him in that right eye, at least for right now. Give him another rub right there on the withers. John will see if he can put his arm down. See if he wants to switch eyes. So far Rainbow said, nah, you on the right side's a better deal for now. So as he gets to know this horse, he'll just kind of take note of that and see if it continues through the play session as he progresses. See if he wants to keep him on that right side or if he ends up being equal on each side. Just do a little kind of catching game idea. Rainbow puts no eyes on him, or if he looks away, John will put on a fair amount of pressure. If he just puts one eye on him like there, John will put on a little pressure by just moving his rope. And anytime Rainbow offers to look at John or gives him two eyes, John will take the pressure away. Yeah, like that. Nice reach out and sniff. This one. And Elaine, generally, how would you kind of describe Rainbow as horsing out? Does he like to go out and play and push the other horses around in the pasture, or is he more timid in the pasture and hangs out by himself?
No, he pushes the other horses around.
Okay. Very good. So before John slips that halter on, he's just going to take it and see if he can rub it all over and make sure he knows it's friendly. Kind of like you would a curry comb. Good. So as John loops that halter around, he's just going to do a little porcupine. See if he can keep his feet beside Rainbow's feet and ask Rainbow to bend his nose around just a little bit. So just like there, if Rainbow takes a fright or gets active with their front feet, John's in the safest place possible. Beside him rather than out in front of those front legs. making friends with him. Before he just hooks that rope to him, he wants to just make sure Rainbow's not too worried about it, see if he can make friends with the rope. Rainbow ignores him or tunes him out. He'll do something to get his attention back. Nice little horseman's handshake again. And right to his withers. See if you can rub him with that rope. So the great thing about him not being touched is he doesn't have any awful baggage with humans. So John can just go in there, see if they can be friends, and then they'll be able to start their relationship right off on the right foot without having to undo a whole bunch of baggage. So John's chosen to use a 45-foot line. So the great thing about that is within one rope he has a 12-foot, a 22-foot, or a 45-foot, or any length in between. He can be as close to Rainbow as he needs, and he can let him drift quite a ways once he brings him outside of the stall. See if he has a little control there. If we can get Rainbow to sort of respect his space. Maybe a little yo-yo game to back up out of there. And now he'll just head outside with him. Alright, so here we're outside just 100 yards or so from his stall. And John's just there on the 45 still, just kind of letting him graze a little bit and eat some grass on the way, so it's not just John taking him out and taking him to work his first time out to have a play. John will just let him have some drift there, that's why he's got the 45. Just see if he can, to get him moving again rather than just pull on him. On a fresh horse like this, he's just going to yield those hindquarters a little. Just kind of use his position to help that horse unlock his feet and hopefully follow him again. John's not too worried if he looks around or grazes on the way. He's just going to see if he can get a little bit of follow the feel as he travels along. And he may every once in a while have to take a little bit of a power position there. Rainbow doesn't know about hitting the end of that halter yet, particularly on 22 or 45 feet. Just using that, set it up and wait. Can he put the feel on the rope, change his position, set it up and wait for Rainbow to find the answer how to follow the feel. Even though John's goal is to get to that arena, he's going to make sure he doesn't get direct line. He's going to take a little bit of an indirect approach and just take the opportunity to build the relationship. Letting him graze on the way, follow a feel. Make sure he has control of that hindquarters. That's the same thing that he'd check out the first time he would ever ride this horse. John will just head on to that arena, kind of moseying their way over there. Just like a mare and foal would head from one place to another. All right, so now we're in the arena. John's just gotten Rainbow here in the arena, and he's gonna play catching game with him. He's playing kind of an interesting catching game here because he's decided not just to use the flag, but to use the ball. So he's going to use the same concept just like you would if you were playing with the flag, but you're going to see him use the ball as well as the flag to give him something to talk to this horse about. So there he's going to put pressure on with the flag and the ball. And just see if you can get, there we go. Get this horse to turn and face. There, when he's got 2 eyes, he takes the pressure away. No eyes, there we go. 2 eyes. See, and his goal is to see if he can get Rainbow there to come sniff the ball. No eyes, more pressure. Two eyes. His goal, of course, would be if you could get him to sniff that ball or him, John would be really happy. There we go. There's a nice try. Yeah, Rainbow's getting it. He's getting it. That was a nice blowout. Rainbow's finding a little bit of relaxation. There we go. All of a sudden, John's become more interesting than the other things going on in the arena. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Perfect. Exactly what John wanted. Kind of a horseman's handshake with the ball, if you will. Just another way to play catching game without just using a stick and string or a round pin. Little creativity, and it helped Rainbow there get that picture that much faster. Now John will just like he would if you were playing a regular catching game, take that ball around towards zone 4. See if he can get Rainbow to stay connected and even follow a little bit. First part is stick to me right there. Yeah, nice, good blowout again. Yeah, really nice. Yep, there you could just add a little bit more pressure by actually bouncing the ball. It's another way rather than just rolling it at him. The more pressure could come from more bouncing. Yeah. Rainbow got a little more interested in the pedestal than what John was asking. More interested in the pedestal than what John was asking for, so just bounce the ball a little. Do something to be more interesting than Rainbow's surroundings. Check out what he thinks of it as it starts to lift up into different stratas, not just different zones. Bouncing it beside him, good preparation for riding. What would he think one day if John lifted that ball up and put it on him? What would he think one day if John went up there and got on him? There we go. Yeah, nice. Luke's providing a little extra commentary for us.